All right, let's move to policies. IASB press packet, press plus packet 83. Kevin?
Hold on, I'm writing my note.
Okay.
Okay, so we've met twice now. The board's had a couple opportunities to look at this. The press plus packet 83, Mr. Walsh had submitted some questions. I did speak to the board's attorney about whether we can strike in all grades in policy 6:60, and that's the copy of the email you have in front of you, and we are okay in doing that. I know Tim submitted something back to that. In the future, we should look at paragraphs 8 and 4. I think it's similar in nature with the steroid policy in regards to what we're asking and what we're recommending, that we do cover all those in gym classes and in our health classes. But I think the way that the press policy is written, they don't know if our Riverside Brookfield is a single district, or I think they use some general language when they put all grades and in all schools, and that's why we struck some of the stuff throughout the policy to clean that up.
I think that was it, Tim, as opposed to not complying with whether it's required every year or not. I mean, I know your point, but I mean...
Yeah, and I think we got good feedback from the attorneys. Like, it's unclear, but the language addresses it anyway. But he only answered that question for the one paragraph, and it applies to a couple of the other paragraphs. So it seems to me
we should go
if
back.
we put some standard language that maybe at the beginning or on different paragraphs to say the superintendent shall comply with the law, and then you could figure out which ones.
I sent them both your questions on the steroid and the Aaron law, and that's what I got back.
Okay.
So,
But you see what I'm saying? What's unclear when Press Packet does this, to a certain extent, they were able to clarify the one issue on the Aaron's law, but there's a follow-up because it's unclear what the guidance is. But if we have to do consumer ed in every class, just striking it out of there doesn't, I'm concerned that we don't know if we have to do it or not.
yeah, I don't think that's accurate, because the state laws, you have to do a 9-week program before a student graduates of consumer
Okay,
ed.
and if
Yeah.
you know that, that's fine.
Any other questions on press packet 83?
Tim, I don't think you had any other ones, did you?
There was a minor editorial. I think there was a word "in" that was stricken by accident. And one of your notes on one of them, you have a note on one of them, but you don't have it marked that there was an edit. On your notice to this IASB, it says, do you have any individual edits? One of your notes.
That's one of the early ones.
One of the notes
Yeah.
that you have, I don't
Insurance, I
think you have it checked that we're going to have a variance on ours. You might want to check that.
That's
I think the reason that's checked off is then we're going to submit 220 and 480, the separate policies.
Okay.
The ones
This
that are
is
in the next bullet
400,
below.
right.
All right, so given that, do I have a motion to approve this?
We should try to, if we could, can we approve, does the resolution call for a separate, for a
Let's
press
put it all
packet?
together.
Or
Yeah,
does
it
it
calls
can we
for
put it
separate.
all together?
Let's do it together.
All right, we can do it together. Board have any issue with that? Okay.
Go.
All right, so then, any other questions on the press packet? Let's go to policy 220, 2:20, and 4:80.
The policy council again reviewed this. We looked at the original that was suggested from IASB. We feel, again, that we're okay in just matching up the language between 220 and 480 with our recommendation.
Okay, any questions? All right, seeing none, do I have a motion on both press packet 8 plus 8, press plus packet 83 and policy 220 and policy 480?
I'll try it. Resolved that the Board of Education, Township High School District 208, Cook County, Illinois, hereby approves policy 220, powers and duties of the Board of Education, policy 480, accounts and audits, as well as press packet 83, policies contained therein, as presented in the January 28, 2014 Board Agenda Packet.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mike Welch. Any other discussion? Mary Ann?
Mr. Gretchen?
Yes.
Ms. Ruska?
Yes.
Mr. Jepson?
Yes.
Dr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
Mr. Welch?
Yes.
Mr. Cindy?
Yes.